Hi, in this video we're going to use Pythagoras theorem to make calculations involving things like cost. So let's read the question. Amelie makes a framework from metal rods. The framework is in the shape of a right angled triangle as shown. The metal that Amelie uses to make the framework costs £16 per metre. The metal can only be bought in a length that is a whole number of metres. Work out the total cost of the metal that Amelie buys in order to make the framework. Now, to work out the total cost of the metal, we need to work out the total length of metal that we need. So the total length of the metal is just going to be the perimeter of this shape, because the total length of these lines is the total amount of metal we need. Now, we already know we need 2.4 metres of metal for this and 3.6 metres of metal for this, but we don't know the length of AC. But we could use Pythagoras theorem to work out the length of AC. So let's just call that x for the moment. If we don't know what it is, just call it x. And we're going to use Pythagoras theorem to work out x. So remember, we can use Pythagoras theorem. And Pythagoras theorem is that if we do one of the shorter length squared, so that's one of the shorter length squared, and then add the other shorter length squared, so that, then it gives us the length of the hypotenuse squared. Remember, the hypotenuse is the longest length of the right angle triangle. It's always opposite the right angle. So we do one of the shorter length squared, so 2.4 squared, and we add the other shorter length squared, so 3.6 squared. Remember, it doesn't matter which way those two numbers go round, and that is equal to the hypotenuse squared. And then if on our calculator, we just do 2.4 squared plus 3.6 squared, that is equal to 18.72. And then to get rid of that squared on the x, we just square root both sides. So we square root that answer. And that gives you 4.326. So x is going to be 4.32666. I'm just going to put lots of decimal places for the moment, so I don't have any rounding errors. Okay, right, so we've got x is equal to 4.32666. So we now know the total amount of metal that's needed, because that's going to be the perimeter. The perimeter is just the 2.4 plus the 3.6. We're adding all the side lengths plus the 4.32666. And that total perimeter is 10.32666 meters. So that's the total perimeter. Now it says we can only buy metal in a whole number of meters, right? So we need 10.32 meters, but we can't buy exactly 10.3266 meters. So we'd have to buy 11 meters. We have to round up, and we're going to have a tiny bit of wastage, but 10 meters wouldn't be enough, because we're not going to then get to the last 0.3266 meters. So we buy 11 meters of metal. And because we now know the amount of metal we need, and we know the cost, it's £16 per metre. So we can just do £16, and we're timesing that by 11 because we're buying 11 metres, and each metre costs £16. And that's going to be £176. And is that the final answer? Yeah, we want the total cost of the metal, which is 176. And that is the final answer.